the land was never silent. It calculated. What if the world's first artificial intelligence wasn't made of wires, but buffalo tendons and teenage girls' dreams? Why did the US Cavalry ban the word Cheyenne in 1890 field manuals? And how are 19th century tactics from the Great Plains now powering a TikTok movement with over 3.7 million posts? Today, we break the silence around a three-pillar system that turned the Cheyenne Nation into the deadliest strategic force west of the Mississippi: buffalo calculus, suicide algebra, ghost diplomacy. The US called them savages. But in the war rooms of the dog soldiers, mathematics and memory reigned. This wasn't just resistance. It was resource warfare tuned to perfection. It was psychological calculus with sacrificial elegance. It was networked insurgency that spanned from ghost messengers to modern hackers. Let's decode what the Pentagon never could. In the 1840s, Cheyenne war camps began mapping buffalo migrations not just for survival, but as predictive infrastructure. Every buffalo herd became a logistics algorithm. Their entire movement system, adapted to seasonal and enemy cycles, functioned like a living war map. Stanford's 2023 metallurgy analysis revealed that arrowhead designs changed seasonally, aligning with herd size and cavalry density. One teenage strategist, known as Red Cloud Woman, encoded cavalry missteps into patterns of wrong quillwork, errors that weren't mistakes but maps. Each stitch was a whisper of enemy movement. She never fired a shot, but she rerouted a battalion with a blanket. Enter the shadows of suicide algebra, not a cult of death, but a calculus of fear. Dog soldiers staked their red sashes to the earth, anchoring themselves in place as a message: I do not retreat. The enemy read this as madness, but it was math. One warrior perceived as immortal disrupted the psychological stability of 20. The 1832 Suicide Pact scrolls, carbon-dated and recently translated, reveal patterns of calculated sacrifice zones, morale depreciation cycles, and time delay traps. Every act was rehearsed for maximum psychic impact. And these tactics weren't limited to men. Cheyenne women led through mirror signaling systems, flashing commands across miles using obsidian. US scouts mistook these signals for ghosts. They weren't ghosts. They were generals. While the US Army deployed scouts, the Cheyenne deployed ghosts. Ghost diplomacy wasn't mysticism, it was asymmetric communication engineering. Through complex intertribal alliances and encrypted oral codes, they shared intelligence faster than any settler telegraph. According to 2024 oral histories from the Northern Cheyenne Healing Trail, one massacre survivor, Iron Teeth, turned Fort Robinson's killing grounds into a covert war school. Children learned to decode footprints like military ciphers, to listen to the wind like a message. Horse theft wasn't random, it was data extraction. Each mount carried scent trails, riding habits, and tactical rhythms. They were, quite literally, walking hard drives. Horse crypto. And yes, those strategies live on today. The old code is being recompiled. Red Cloud Woman, who turned a textile into a tactical map. Iron Teeth, who forged a war college from the ashes of genocide. And Kiona Blockchain, a 22-year-old coder embedding ancient winter count memory glyphs into NFTs, unchangeable, unburnable. If a memory can't be burned, she says, it becomes a weapon. Now flash forward. The viral hashtag storm, #Cheyenne hackers, over 3.7 million posts. Young warriors apply buffalo logic to digital space, mapping protest safe zones through ancient ecological calculus. At minute 12, we reveal the Cheyenne death calculus, a 97% predictive accuracy in settler movement patterns, using only buffalo dung, weather shifts, and wind direction. No compasses. No satellites. Just memory and math. This wasn't magic. This was war. Could you decode a battlefield using only dung, shadows, and wind? The war never ended. It just changed format. And the Cheyenne were already coding.